That's funny. You know what's funny is that I sat down for about 3 minutes saying to this camera, what am I going to say? Who knows? But I know the topic of what I want to talk about is in a relationship of relationships, or in relation to finding love, in relation to dating someone, or a breakup, okay? Relationships. Now, as a personal level, maybe I've always felt that maybe I'm not the person to be able to give relationship advice to, or love advice to. But as I think about it, I was the type of guy that was super scared of women, like super scared to talk to them. If not, I was friend zone franny. Doesn't even make sense, whatever that is. But I would always be the guy that would have a lot of friends that are girls, or a guy that's a lot of friends that are guys. Right? I was not really good with getting into a relationship because I never felt I was good enough. You know, I never felt that I was that. I was not confident in myself at all. Yeah, not even one bit. There's nothing in my world that would make me have the guts to even attempt to kiss a girl. It just wouldn't have happened. You know, I would freak out. I would ask in my head, am I good enough? I'm not good enough for this person. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. But you have to think about that. Right? Because I also was a guy that bought dating PDFs and dating folders, dating CDs. You guys fall into it or have done it too. Like how to do this and how to pick up women and how to whatever. I have it somewhere too inside this house. I think we're my parents' house. I definitely have those CDs. I definitely want to find them because there's a lot of things that I've picked up from it, or a lot of things that I've learned that made me who I am today. So there's not a regret for never asking. Sure, was it painful? Was it depressing? Yeah, because I was depressed because I couldn't express my emotions. Right? Whenever you can't express something, whenever you feel locked down and can't, you're depressed, right? You're pressing in all your emotions. You don't have that freedom to do it. So, without getting into another topic, I never felt that was a person that would be able to give love advice. But what I learned a lot, what I learned from being in the friend zone, what I learned from being a guy that never really went the next mile, I learned how to listen. You know, I learned how to sit down and listen to people talk to me. You know, with an open ear without me saying anything. Because I had no advice to give them. I couldn't. I think that was the best thing. Like, I had zero advice to give them. What am I going to tell you? I have none. I don't have any solo cup. I don't have anything to tell you. But I can listen to what you guys are venting. Right? I could listen to other girls' problems talking about guys. While I'm sitting there like, oh my God, it's not me. I wish it was me. But it wasn't. Right? Because it's not my time. It wasn't made for me. I was put in this situation, this painful, depressed situation, to learn how to love other people the right way. To learn how to treat people the right way. You know, because through all the problems and the issues that these other people were going through, they were venting to me and telling me that, you know, this is my problem. And it kind of is the same thing now. Because I became a great listener to people's issues, you know? And with that said, I'm happy that I didn't chase the people more than I thought I needed to, or because I didn't have the experience, or I didn't have a girlfriend ever. I didn't have a girlfriend until I was 30, pretty much, 29, you know? So for those of you guys think that you're alone, like, hey, there's one. None. Zero. I talked to people enough. I talked to girls enough to where it was just so long that it was just maybe they thought that I wasn't interested. And I couldn't even pick it up. I couldn't pick up the signals. I didn't know what it meant. And I didn't have the balls to, you know, take the next step. You know, you learn that through the process. And I just did it later on. But there's one thing that I always want you to know about in relationships or being single, is that if you listen to what I said before, is what went through my head is, I'm not good enough. Like, I'm not good enough for this person. There's no way. I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to hold this. But I can't do this without another person, right? So automatically, I'm not going to be happy because I don't have another person in my life. So what I was saying was that in order for me to be complete or to be whole, in order for me to love myself, someone else had to love me back. Think about that. Okay, I'm just half of me, but another person completes me. It's Jerry McGuire shit, which is wrong, right? Jerry McGuire shit was wrong. She shouldn't complete him. I love that movie, I love that part, but it's false. You should already be complete before another person becomes there to complete you. I don't know what to say. You should be complete. You should be 100%. Because through there, now you can give your love. Because you love yourself and you love everything about you and you feel confident in you, now you could give who you are. Rather than trying to get dressed or put on makeup and to fucking impress someone, to peacock. Right? Because we think that's important. We're going to do other things for other people to like us. And trust me, I did it, man. I was a cologne king. Put cologne on, make sure my hair is on. Check this hair. This is my hair. Look at that. I didn't think I even shaved over here. I think I forgot to shave. I got some patches back here. But when I met my wife, I was me. You know, that was, I think, the best thing. It was like I finally didn't do anything because I believed in myself. I wasn't depressed anymore. I was doing the things I wanted to do. I was training again. I was happy. I was, then you get depressed when another relationship ends, but then one just appeared. And I just went with the feeling. I just went with what I felt, being me. I was complete. And now my whole family is complete. That's the number one thing. I think people always search for this person to make things better for them. When sometimes just being alone is perfectly fine. If that person didn't walk into your life and there was no connection, then that's not the path, because now you're trying to force something that's not there. You're trying to force a relationship. You're trying to force another person to love you. You're trying to force another person to like you by being someone you're not. Sure, I didn't fart on the first month. Then I farted. Sure, I didn't fucking burp in the first... that's more of respect. And then as you get more comfortable, then you shit your pants. Right? Then you poop everywhere and spit and things. But my character hasn't changed since then. My love for myself hasn't changed since then. My love for my wife hasn't changed since then. The more you think someone else is going to complete you, the more you're going to be searching for this love for a long time. You know when you know. But if you're not in tune with yourself and you're not in love with yourself, then you're not complete. Another person doesn't do that for you. That's why it's, divorce rates are high and people would rather be in a relationship with someone that's beating the shit out of them rather than being alone. And that's fucking nuts. First off, if that's happening to you now, that's not right. First off, and you should call the fucking cops. Don't care. You're in an abusive relationship, get the fuck out of it right now. If you're in it, you got a lot of things. I don't care how much you love someone. If they're hitting you, you better fucking rethink your life, no matter what's in front of it. That's all I'm saying about that. But, to close, the message I could give to my kids, or Phoenix and Sage, is that if you're looking for love, or you're looking for that person, sometimes you got to look deep down in yourself and see if you actually love the product that you're delivering. Do you love your product? Do you love you? Can you look at yourself in the mirror and at least say for 85% of your time, 90% of your time, I'm fucking amazing. I love me. I love everything about me. And I'm going to be whoever I am. And if that person is in alignment with me, that person is in line with what I'm doing, then they're there. Then they get it. And you meet a lot of people that are like that. And we try to fight that alignment, because maybe in your standard they're not pretty enough, or in your standard they don't have the financial situation, or what my parents are going to think about that person, or X, Y, and Z. But you know that person's in alignment with you. That person is riding the same path as you are. You know, they're the perfect fit, and you ignore the fact that that person is the perfect one because you're not ready for yourself, or you have something else that's empty in you that you're trying to fill up with someone else. So, with that said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I love you with all my heart. If I'm not here tomorrow, then I want you to know that I do everything in my life for you guys, and there's not one moment that I'm not thinking of you. So, I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. This is Pete from listenupkid.com. Peace out.